Hey guys, the new signs are in. Had some signs made up. Had a pair of truck magnets. I'm only putting one on the truck, putting the other one on the warehouse door. So there's the one on the truck. Sorry about the shadow. I also, it was literally 2 weeks after Scrap and Pallet Man found that pizza sign in his dumpster, in one of his dumpsters, that I found one as well. And I've held on to this thing. It's got to be over a year now, and had that one done as well. Like, it's pretty cool. Brings attention to the truck. And I just put them on yesterday, so it'll remain to be seen how much business I get from these things. So just a little update on that. Okay, getting ready for my load tomorrow to Bloomington. My number 2. And that is teared out for the barrel. So let's go grab the number 1. All right, there's my number 1. Not as much as I usually send in, but it is what it is. Get rid of the glare. 31 pounds. Okay, there's the first barrel of number 2 insulated. Had to split it up so I could lift them into the truck, and the tear weight on that is 28 pounds. So I'm looking at 67 there, and I'll get barrel number 2 weighed up. Okay, barrel number 2 on number 2 insulated. Let's see, I had to take some up off the top, so otherwise there's no way I can lift them barrels into the truck. That first weight after the tear should have been 60 pounds. This one is 126 minus 19. We'll just say 20 even. There's 120. I'm sorry, 106 pounds there. So I've got 166 pounds of number 2 insulated. And wait, there's more. Alright, we got a bucket of yellow brass, including a few larger pieces. There again, this is light for me to be taking in, but we got almost 24 pounds. 2 pounds for the bucket. I'm going to call that 22 pounds of yellow brass. And there's still more to come. Okay, another partial bucket of what they call spent brass. What it is it's the brass bolt casings after they're fired. I've got a friend that likes to do a lot of shooting, and so I get all his spent brass. So there's another bucket to add. All right, and last but certainly not least, it was a pretty good month for copper aluminum radiators. There's the stack. Give me just a second. I'm going to have both hands. I'm going to pick up the end of this, get the scale slid underneath it, and let's see what this weighs. All right, on the scale at 111 pounds. Give me a second and I'll see what kind of prices they told me 2 weeks ago. Of course, they may change by now. Uh, but yeah, that's going to be the trip tomorrow. Okay, so everything's loaded. Ready to go first thing tomorrow morning. Now I called them the week before last and got some pricing. Now the pricing may adjust a little bit between now and then, but I just want to show you guys why I'm driving 40 minutes basically to get rid of my copper. The local yards here can't touch what Bloomington is paying. I had one of them say, "Oh yeah, we'll match. We love doing quantity." I don't do large. This is hardly what I would call large quantities. I've only got two items that's over 100 pounds. The number 2 insulated wire and the aluminum copper radiators. These are not quantity prices. This is what they're paying. It may be a little bit better than the average Joe Blow because I've got this listed through my business. So there may be a little increase, but this is what they're paying anybody else that will walk through the door. So without further ado, the number 1 copper, focus, and I'll have to pan it out. Number 1 copper, they quoted me $3.13. So 31 pounds comes out to 97 bucks and 3 cents. The number 2 copper, I've got 60 pounds at 304. That's 182.40. The number 2 insulated wire. Now, there's where we run into another problem, is how yards grade their copper wire. With this yard in Bloomington, they'll take just about any wire, of course, coax accepted. If you cut the ends off of them, and they have no, the plastic sheathing, the zip ties, all that, they will take that as number 2. I forget what classification. I think they call it 35 to 70%. And they're paying $1.08 a pound on that. For 179.28. Yellow brass, I've got 21 pounds at $1.81, 38.01. Aluminum copper radiators, 111 pounds at $1.34. That's 148.74. And the brass shells, I've got 12 pounds of those at $1.74. For $20.88. After seeing the added up total, I've got a little bit of Bear Bright in there. I may add that in because I do not like the $666 total there. Just bad mojo. I need to bump that up or drop. I'm not going to drop it. I need to bump it up a little bit. So compared to the local yards, their number 1 is $2.50 for $77.50. Their number 2 is $2.40. Number 2 insulated wire. I had to guess on that because because of the difference in grading, their price sheet that they sent me, they send me, well, one of them sends me every month. My good yard, you've got to call them. They're holding their prices tight to their chest. Their sheet that they send out says $1 a pound for number 2. To get $1 a pound there, you've got to have 55 to 70% or better, or else they'll downgrade you, and they don't show the downgrades on their price sheet. So with their past history, they will probably pay about 55 cents a pound on the number 2 insulated, compared to, what was it, $1.08. Their yellow brass is $1.50. The ACRs are $1.20, and the brass shells are miserable at 65 cents. That would have given me a local total here of $485.30. You subtract that from the $666 for driving 40 minutes, $25 worth of gas, an hour of my time, hour and a half. I'm making $181 on this load. So that's why I spend the extra time going to Bloomington. So when I get back tomorrow, I will give you a final what did it actually weigh and what did it actually pay, and we'll see how we did. Hey guys, morning of my copper run. It's the moment of truth. I had 122 pounds of ACRs. I did find a small bucket of copper aluminum heat sinks that I added in with that 111 pounds I weighed yesterday. $1.54 a pound, for a total of $187.88. Now the spent brass, they call fired shells. I had, oh come on, focus. There we go. I had 12 pounds of those at $1.90 a pound, for $22.80. Yellow brass, only had 22 pounds of that at $1.94 a pound, $42.68. Number one copper tubing and wire. They let us mix. Focus. 28 pounds of that at $3.12 a pound, $87.36. The number 2 copper, had 62 pounds of that. I've got a lot more here in the shop, but I got to process my motors. $3.04 a pound for 188. Yeah, 188.48. The number 2 insulated copper wire, they consider it 40 to 79% if you got the ends cut off of it. Doesn't matter what kind of wire. I've had appliance wire, I've had extension cords, I've had phone cords. Long as I cut the ends off of it, they consider it number 2 insulated at 40 to 79%. I had 190 pounds of that. I found a little bit more of that after I weighed yesterday at $1.13 a pound, $214.70. And I also found a small bucket of Bear Bright that I had here. 8 pounds of that, $3.36 a pound, for $26.88, for a grand total of $770.78, for 444 pounds. I think last month, the video I posted, I'd have to go back and look. I had way more in poundage, but of course the price was a little lower, and ended up with over $800. So for what little I took in, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So that's why I don't deal with my copper locally. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.